For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, please check out our website, www.games4allpodcast.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/Games4all. And you can like us on Facebook, just search for Games4all podcast. Games4all is brought to you by iPage. For more affordable and greener web hosting, check out ipage.com. Hello and welcome to the Games4all podcast, episode 45. I'm your host Dan Young, and with me as always is my good friend
James Craigie. Continuing working on games, I've been working on an adventure game featuring two gorillas trapped on an island having to solve mind-bending puzzles to escape and find out the secrets. It's called Gorillas in the Mist. Mist?
Yes, I got it, but well done. Very, 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 very clever.
Thank you.
Indeed. Well done.
They're getting harder. Seriously, I'm running out of games.
Okay, well, welcome to the show. Okay, awesome. First of all, we need to mention our friends over at the Underground Geek Network. You can check them out at www.undergroundgeeknetwork.com. I need to take a breath after that. And
it is a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, on this week's show, they talked about a lot of cool stuff. There's a bit of 3DS news, since they got access to one and we haven't. Maybe check them out if you're interested in listening about the 3DS and the games and stuff for it.
Jealous.
Cool news about comics and anime and stuff, so check them out. They actually set us a challenge on their show.
Yes.
This week. They were trying to do their best British accents.
Some of them were shocking.
And
kudos for trying.
No, we'll hang on. And they set us this challenge for us to do American accents and promote them in an American accent on our show. So that's coming up later. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, but no more embarrassing than what we normally get up to on the show.
Good point. So, once again, check those guys out. They don't have a promo for us this week because they've been too busy perfecting their British accents.
I think I can let them off.
I don't know who's better at the accent thing, the Americans trying to do British or other way around. I don't know. We've got a pretty good history of, on TV and in film and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned earlier, Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers. There's like practically 3 American cast members in the whole thing.
Yeah.
The rest are all English.
So,
and then the Americans, they've got Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, they have. They've got... Great.
Yeah.
Winning.
Yeah.
So
I think the argument is settled.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean our American accents are going to be...
No, it's going to be bad.
Bad.
Awful.
That was the worst one there.
That wasn't an American accent, that was a sheep.
Up in a bad boy.
Okay, anyway, so let's carry on with the show before it completely falls to shit. What have we been playing? I'll let you start.
Not had a chance to play much. Played the trial of Island of Wakfu on Xbox Live Arcade.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of a RPG action game. It's very retro. I love it. That's one of the things that appealed to me.
Awesome.
Sort of the graphics, very nice, very sort of Flash looking.
Flash, like as in Flash game.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but very smooth. Looks good, plays good. Might pick up the full game at some point. Yeah, so I've been playing that. Also going sort of retro, Back to the Future, been playing more of that. Finished the first episode, and the second episode came out on PSN, so I've downloaded that and I'm playing that. Again, I cannot big this up enough. Huge Back to the Future fan. I love the old point-and-click style adventure games. And it is just that, and I love it.
Cool.
And I've been playing more Lego Star Wars 3, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Go on. No. How much more have you played since last week?
Quite a bit. I've thought I completed like the main story arcs of it, but when you do that, one opens up and there's lots of little extra things. There's lots and lots of stuff to unlock in it.
There usually is with these sort of games.
But they seem to be getting more and more elaborate as the game series progress. It's like harder and everything, and the hub world itself is like crazy. You've got like 2 full ships that you have to explore, and then you have to like go between the middle, and then as you're flying between the 2 ships, there's like this mini optional space battle thing, which you can unlock bricks and stuff.
Still having fun with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. See, I'm having fun with it, but I'm ashamed that I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
So,
what have you been playing, Dan? Come on.
Crysis 2. Well, actually, before we get into Crysis 2, I thought to myself, do you know what? I haven't checked out many arcade titles lately. I downloaded a few, and didn't have as much time to play on them as I thought I might have. But I played. Are you aware of the movie that's just come out called Battle LA?
Yes. I downloaded the trial of that. I haven't played it yet.
I mean, the movie's supposed to be okay-ish, but poorly scripted, etc. We're not going to talk about movies, but this game came out for, I think is it on PSN as well? I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably out on everything. But basically, it's a movie tie-in, but it's an arcade downloadable title, which is an interesting way of doing things because, I mean, I'm bringing this up because I think it's an interesting move. And I think more of these kind of movie tie-in things should be more of a downloadable kind of pay.
Yeah, rather than big productions things where you expect great things and often get disappointed, you can... Often.
Nice British accent you got there. What?
What? Toodle pip. Tally-ho!
Anyway, fucking hell. Yeah, I mean, there's so many games have come out on actual retail discs, and they put a lot of money into that, kind of the packaging, and there's money spent there on producing the actual discs. And they don't really make that much money because those games generally aren't that good.
Iron Man 2.
I'm just saying, fair enough. They've got a history of being really shit, so...
I am actually doing a little something for the website about this, writing a little article about games and movies and crossovers and everything. So.
Okay, well, the thing is, it's, I think it's a smarter move to make them more of a downloadable thing.
Yeah, especially since downloadable games are now becoming more viable. They're proving really popular. Yeah. They're selling well, and they're making lots of money out of them.
Indeed. I mean, what they should do is bring out these games to tie in with the movies, and maybe if you download it, you get so much off a ticket to see it or something. I'm just saying, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, if they're listening to the show now, they know what to do.
Yeah. Anyway, Battle LA. So shit. Yeah. No, I played some of it. It's an FPS, and it's that stands for fucking part of shit. If you didn't already know.
All right.
No, it's not very good. Doesn't control very well. It's trying to be sort of very Call of Duty-ish experience. It's kind of funny because obviously you're fighting aliens and stuff, so it's funny that I'm playing Crysis 2 at the moment. It's very similar in some ways, like some of that, but it's
not
really not. It doesn't control that well. It just kind of feels really clunky, and graphically it's okay. I mean, for a downloadable title, it's all right, but yeah, it's just it. I think now we expect that Call of Duty experience or something along those lines,
But I have to say,
I mean, they fuck the controls around, and it just doesn't work for me.
Good thing about this is you've had a chance now to trial it and play it and all that. At least you didn't go out and buy the game.
I probably wouldn't have anyway.
No,
but it's putting it in front of more people. I think that and some people may play and go, you know what, this is all right, and it's in 3D as well apparently, which is something that is
neither of us can take advantage of.
Not many people can. So it's also available on PC, I do believe. It's a very mediocre experience at best.
Ringing endorsement.
Oh yeah, I'm full of them.
Go on, talk more about Crysis 2.
Crysis 2. So I finished it. Yay! And to get a fanfare, we'll put a fanfare in. Why not? We haven't been doing it lately, but
I think you should go back and put a fanfare in for Back to the... No. Back to the Future Episode 1. No.
Really not.
That's not really
Yeah.
Maybe when I complete the whole series.
Yeah, we'll give you a nice big fanfare. Anyways, so Crysis 2 is probably the biggest title that's come out in the last few weeks. Mentioned a lot about it last week. I don't want to go talking too much again, but I probably will. Once again, I'll mention how graphically amazing this game is, what a technical achievement the game is. The engine's fantastic.
Previously on Games4all.
At the end of the day, though, this game is a lot of fun to play, and I'm having a good time with it. And the campaign is extensive, and it does feel very fleshed out. Compared to the original game on PC, the original Crysis, it doesn't feel as open world, but that's kind of, I guess that has been done on purpose because obviously It is available on console, and you can't really have all of that kind of. I mean, it is a pretty linear experience, but then in a way, the first one was too. Even though you could kind of.
There's more open areas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still probably another thing. Well, another thing where the setting helps because it is quite. This one's set in New York, not out in the.
Yeah, exactly, and it makes sense. It makes sense to the actual setting in that. So, I mean, the only place that this game kind of fails a little bit is the story, but everything else kind of makes up for that in a way because the story's adequate. It's fine. It's a kind of paint by numbers science fiction-ish story. It's not really anything amazing. They could have pushed the boat a little bit more on the story and tightened it up a bit, but I mean,
I used to love paint by numbers.
No, it wasn't. Right?
As soon as you said that, that's all I've been thinking of. So I missed the rest of that. Sorry, carry on.
Awesome. So anyway, so yeah, we playing through it's been a lot of fun. I will mention this. I would have actually finished it sooner. But literally after last week's show, once it went up, I thought, I'm going to carry on playing Crysis 2 because it was some good shit, right?
Yeah.
And I went to load my save game. Not a lot happened.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, for about an hour, I was like, seriously, I'm trying to get it to load, and it would not load. So I had a corrupt save game, which is awesome. I don't even know how the fuck that happened, but I had that problem with Fallout 3, which is why I've never got around to finishing that.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps happening with that. I don't know why. Must have a dodgy copy or something. I don't know. But so Crysis 2 started it again because I thought, fuck it, I'm determined to finish it for this week's show, and I have done. And generally it's a fantastic game. There's it's a little above average. I mean, at the end of the day, I keep going about FPSs and how I'm a big Call of Duty fan, and how I want something to be every time an FPS comes out, I'm like, yeah, this I want this to be that, but better, or whatever. And I'm not saying all different. Yeah, exactly. There's so many FPSs that churned out that are just kind of so boring and paint by numbers, and and just and Crysis. I forgot how good a game it is because we played it on PC and it was fun. It was really fun, and that experience is intact on console, and that it works great. They've done stuff to kind of make it work, and generally, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It is about 10 hours long or something, the campaign. I mean, you can do it a lot quicker, but if you take your time with it, it's going to be about 8 to 10 hours, I think. And it looks amazing.
I've not been able to pick it up this last week, and I really, really want to. I keep looking at it and seeing it and thinking, right, really must play more.
It is good. It is good fun. There are moments in the game that are not even really frustrating, but there's
takes a little bit of thought.
I mean, I don't know how much you know about the game, but there's these kind of alien mech things called the pingers.
Yeah.
And they're a pain in the ass. Literally, you have to shoot them in the ass.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stealth. I mean, the game, what it does is that's so clever is to begin with, you can do the run and gun thing. You can do that in parts, but it does kind of force you to do the stealthy thing, but not in a way that's so like. It kind of eases you into it, and you kind of adapt to it. You're like, well, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna. You start thinking, I know what this game's doing.
It doesn't throw up big flags saying this is the action segment, this is the stealth segment.
Yeah,
this is the whatever.
I mean, you can do whatever, but I mean, chances are, if you just run straight through stuff, you're gonna get mashed to a pulp.
Awesome.
But a lot of fun. A really cool game. Actually, really, really happy that it's lived up to my expectations, because games these days rarely do. There's some that have lately, but not for a while, and it's good. It's great fun.
You have become a bit of a gaming snob.
Yeah, I'm getting there. There's a bit of snobbery going on, but no, can't recommend Crysis 2 enough. I think it's great. No matter what platform you play it on, it's going to look awesome. It's going to play awesome. I mean, it's it isn't Call of Duty, but it's something different. It's something kind of cool in a way, and I'm glad it's come along when it did and break up the monotony of fucking
my life.
Yes, the crappy FPSs. Anyway, so is that it done for our first segment?
That is it done. I will definitely now try and play more Crysis 2 for next week.
You really should. I mean, realistically, you could get it finished by next week, but I'm not saying you should do that, but it would be kind of interesting to hear your thoughts on the actual game overall. I mean, the ending's not amazing. Overall the story's not it's definitely the weakest point of it, but none of that really matters because the game itself is so good. So
Okay.
Cool. Done. Right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about the news and showing off our awesome American accents.
Totally.
Hello, and welcome back to the Games4all podcast.
.com.
You don't need to put .com on there.
Well, I need to say .com.
Why?
Because it doesn't sound like .com.
All right. Fair dues. So, that's awful. That's bloody awful.
I know.
Do you surf a dude?
No, dude.
That's awful. That's not... I mean, I wouldn't even recognise that as American.
What? What are you talking about?
Anyway.
Blah, blah, blah. So,
Okay.
Kind of like, I think my innate Britishness is struggling out, is kind of like really, really
That's
angry
horrible.
about all of this.
Okay. So, check out our friends over at www.undergroundgeeknetwork.com. How was that?
That was
That'll
awesome.
do. That'll do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was really cool, dude.
It wasn't funny, but it'll do.
Nice story, bro.
You know... I mean, you know, accents
No.
not really our thing. I
No.
mean, we can do impressions.
Yes.
Can you?
What?
Can you do any impressions?
I'm not Spanish. I'm Egyptian.
Nice.
Haggish? What is haggish?
Well done. Awesome. For anyone that didn't get that,
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Highlander. Awesome film.
So, how about? I mean, when we did the Homefront, live playthrough, you did a really, really cool Korean accent. How did that go?
a cool Korean
How did that
accent. That was an impersonation from Team America.
go? But it was funny.
Hello. It's bad.
No,
It's Kim Jong-il.
I think we should bleep that.
Yeah.
That's offensive. Apologies if we've offended anybody. It's all good fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, check out our friends over at undergroundgeeknetwork.com. I'm not going to do the accent again. That was bloody awful. And, you know,
Not as bad as my French, though.
go on.
Oh, yeah.
That's not even... You can't do that. That's not even... That's just making a noise. Speak something in French. Do a French person speak in English.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I do not like your food.
Okay, I'll do. I thought you were going to be really...
It tastes like awful.
Awful?
Awful.
Okay.
Not awfully good.
I thought you were going to be, like, really racist and say, like, just pronounce...
I smell of onions.
There we go. I was waiting for that. That's what I was kind of thinking you were going to say.
I have a beret.
And a baguette.
And a baguette.
Sorry, this is supposed to be American. Anyway.
Well, I'm sure there are French people in America.
Really?
Well, they're probably more Canadian.
Don't start on the Canadians.
What? What's wrong with the Canadians? Let's get up and get out.
What's that all about?
What's that all about?
Anyway. I can't believe this is going in the show. This is awesome.
Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out.
Okay. Leave them alone. They make great syrup. I like the leaf. Okay, so, yeah, check those... God damn it. Check out our friends over at undergroundgeeknetwork.com. They do a lot of really cool stuff. Their show's great. It goes out every Monday. They talk about video games, much like we do. Talk about comic books and anime and just geeky things in general, you know, sort of stuff that we...
It's kind of there in the title.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, the stuff that we would probably like to talk about, actually, if we didn't limit ourselves to games.
I know,
really, you know, because we could do that. We could talk about comics and stuff. Well, you could. I mean,
I could talk about we love movies and
Yeah.
and stuff. TV.
And French people, Koreans. We love everybody here.
Oh, don't.
No, okay.
But I think after this whole thing has taught us is we are in no position to take the mick out of their British accents at all.
No, not
No.
at all. It was a good episode. It was funny. It was, we took it on as a joke, which is what it is. You know, it's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Just shame it didn't turn out a bit better.
Well, our American accents are certainly a joke.
Yes, definitely. So, okay. So, you don't want me to do my Schwarzenegger?
Go on.
No,
Do your sorts
no,
of
I don't do it. No.
Go on.
Get to the chopper.
Oh, brilliant.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? That wasn't so good, that one.
Well,
I was trying to. I could.
your impression of me is better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my impression of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Just say hi. I'm James Craigie.
Hi, I'm James Craig.
Hey, I'm James Craigie. That's not impersonation of you.
That's almost American.
Yeah, do it again.
Hi, I'm James Craig.
James Craig. See, it sounds so
now
much
you've
like
gone
you.
Indian.
Whoa. Okay, news.
Okay.
Okay, there's news.
There is news.
Let's stop with all this silliness and get on with some news. What? What the fuck was that?
I think I'm dying.
All right, John Hurt. Jesus Christ. Do we need to pin you down before the alien bursts out your fucking chest?
Like I said, it's the innate Britishness. It's angry.
Anyway, okay.
Okay. To make up for it, I will have to do a very posh accent.
Yes, we'll get you some very stereotypical things like some fish and chips, tea, and crumpets.
Tea and crumpets, yes. Tip to the Americans, if ever they want to say yes, sound like a very posh English yes, just say ears. Ears.
That's really...
Yes.
I don't want people going around taking your advice on accents.
Tell you what,
Seriously.
just cut that whole bit out then.
Okay, go.
News.
News.
In the news.
Mm.
Bit of a slow week. There's a couple of good stories, but we'll crack on with Mortal Kombat.
You should do this in Surfer Dude.
No.
No, okay.
Surfer Dude is going away now.
Okay.
He's in a happier place.
He's probably...
Happier place where he's not ridiculed by you all the time.
Okay. He's getting stoned, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, go
on. Mortal Kombat. Big fans of it. Game's out next week.
Yes. Sorry, I don't know what it was.
Yes.
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 Yes. It is out next week, and I can't fucking wait. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be well good.
Also next week, on April the 12th, on machinima.com. I'm never sure how to pronounce it.
Machinima.
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 What's a machinima?
Which Machinima were you? Go on.
Yeah, it's making its debut, the first episode.
Yeah.
The series consists of 9 live-action shorts, kind of like investigating the motivations between characters and why they're taking part in the tournament. It'll have Michael J. White in it. It'll have...
Dynamite. Go on. Kudos if you got that, by the way.
I said, can you dig it?
Anyway, go on. Mortal Kombat we're talking about here. The thing.
It's directed by Kevin Tancharoen.
If you say so.
Yeah.
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 The guy basically put out a short, and it was awesome, and everyone thought it was a Mortal Kombat movie and stuff like that was going to come out, and it was just a clip from that, and turned out it wasn't. And anyway, he's got the contract to do these webisodes and stuff, so...
Which is cool.
Yeah. We talked about it about 3 or 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah, yeah.
Possibly more, who knows.
Anyway, so that's April the 12th. I don't have an exact time of when it starts, but it'll be there. I'll be keeping an eye out on it, and I'll try and watch it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Also in the news, because of last month's terrible earthquake in Japan.
Yep.
Obviously, one of the things in the game community has been, well, what's going to be affected by that? Obviously, Japan being a big centre of games development and consoles and everything.
Yeah.
Sony Computer Entertainment America president Jack Trent, in an interview, said that the NGP,
the next generation portable,
I still call it the PSP2.
Bizbadoo.
The PSP2.
Anyway. Kudos if you got
Probably, yeah. Probably won't be ready for worldwide release this year. Worldwide?
Worldwide release. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, we'll stop.
He said he reckons it'll probably be ready for one region, but not multi-regions. We don't know what region that will be. I have a feeling it's probably going to be Japan, seeing as that's where it's being made.
Yeah.
But he said this, and this was the whole big thing, and the story went around, and then the head honchos of Sony back in Japan said, no, this isn't true. You'll get it. Everywhere.
Everyone shall have one.
No.
Nobody will have one. No. It's yeah. I can't remember what we said when this was kind of announced anyway, is the NGP and
I think Too Little Too Late came up quite a lot.
Yeah, I think I couldn't remember whether it was supposed to come out this year or not anyway, to be honest. So
yeah, I think it's supposed to be end of this year.
This year, holiday. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, if it misses it, it misses it. I mean, let's be honest, 3DS didn't come out when it probably should have, let's be honest. It should have come out over Christmas. I mean, sorry, holiday season. And, it should have, it should have come out then.
It sounded rather uncomfortable when you said that.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I mean, but it's doing well. I mean, that's the 3DS though.
Yeah.
That's a different thing altogether.
That was always going to do well.
It was always going to do well no matter what. But I think they need that kind of holiday season launch really for it to be successful.
Yeah, and we've been burnt by handhelds from Sony before.
Some of them literally on the hands.
Yeah,
You know, batteries heating up, exploding, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
but you know, one console I'm not particularly looking forward to, or one bit of kit.
One console you're not looking forward to? I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
What's this?
is the NGP.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is, but I'm now going to go on to one that I am quite looking forward to.
Ah, dude, I know what this is. It is like Christmas.
Yeah, I saw this story. I could not believe it. I had to check it out. It's the Commodore 64 is coming back.
Yep.
It's back, baby.
It's not just back. It's sporting some fucking blinged out insides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basic. Well,
it's pretty much. I mean, let's be honest. Commodore is still in the game. They still make PCs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've done for quite a long time, obviously. Back in the day,
great songs with Lionel Richie.
Nobody got that. Anyway. Oh, don't. Why do you have to make bad jokes?
I don't
We're trying to talk about cool shit. Stop it. Anyway, right, so...
Bad jokes and cool shit. That's the name of the episode.
That's not... It's, Harold.
Harold.
No, seriously, like, you know, back in the day, the Commodore 64 was... it was...
The daddy.
It was kind of the, you know... Here's not just a computer you can do cool shit on and, you know, the computer type thing, but it plays games and, you know, that was the big deal about it.
I still think...
I never actually had a Commodore 64. I had a Commodore VIC-20. It was fucking close enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
The games on the 64 look better, but, you know, it's kind of the predecessor, whatever you want to call it.
Commodore, it was always good. I think Commodore 64 probably was, I think comparatively, even today, the most successful... one of the most memorable gaming platforms ever.
But I mean, you compare it to a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously the games were shit, but you know, at the time, I mean, some of them were
so many
cool.
of them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but
I mean, you look on Wikipedia, look up Commodore 64
no, I know.
games. There are like 2 pages.
Dude, I have. But the thing is, it's basically what they've done is they've gutted the 64 and they've crammed a load of
it looks and feels the same.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like it does.
But it's basically what this is a PC. It's a PC, a very, very cool PC. Okay.
There's gonna be different kind of levels to it, and it's gonna have various prices. I think there's like 5 configurations.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Anyway, the kind of the spec. This is straight from Commodore's website. Okay. It's the Commodore 64X. It's going to have an Intel Atom D525 1.8 gigahertz processor. Dual core processor. Intel chipsets, all that kind of good stuff. NVIDIA graphics card.
NVIDIA Ion 2.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Up to 4 gig of RAM, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like HD audio, like a 7.1 sound card. So it's got Blu-ray drive in it, it's got HDMI out, it's got DVI, it's got pretty much everything. It's got DirectX 10 graphics, full 1080p HD output. It's compatible with Windows Vista and Windows 7.
I think this is kind of going to be like the nerd chic sort of PC.
I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. It's a cool idea. It's like, you know, this is kind of like one of those project someone does, you know, hey, I took a 64 and I've made it all cool and shit and put loads of new stuff in it, and it's kind of just a case mod kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But like, then for them to actually sell this is quite a big deal. I think. I don't think it's sort of thing that I can understand somebody making these and then selling them on eBay or something like that. But like, Commodore themselves actually selling it's quite a mad prospect, really. It's expensive, but I think some people will buy it. I don't think it would do as well as maybe they hope, but.
Well, no, I think it's very much a niche thing.
Yeah, very niche.
But I have to say, if I had the money, I would totally get one.
Just for the sake of having it.
Just for the sake of having it.
It's kind of for rich people who want to be nostalgic.
It'd be so. It's like, literally, it's really good PC. And just sit there on your lap, plugged into your TV, and do it just like Commodore. Just have it there on your lap. What I don't get is you look at the ports on the back. It's got like the HDMI and the USB. And
I actually didn't see the HDMI port on the back. I saw DVI, but it does say it on the website it's HDMI out.
No, but yeah, there was that. It was there. It's kind of like stuck there in the bottom. It has the green connector for the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
It also has the purple one for a keyboard. Why?
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 In case you want another keyboard.
I guess.
I don't
Why
know.
would you want 2 keyboards?
Why not? Looks cooler. I don't know. Maybe it's not a. Maybe it doesn't do anything. Maybe it's not actually for a keyboard. Maybe it's for something else. Maybe it's for a control pad of sorts. I don't know.
Or a hot girl?
Anyway, speaking of hot, apparently we have very hot British accents.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know who's listening to us, but
Really?
yeah, hot.
They're obviously, their access to British accents as a whole is obviously rather limited.
Maybe.
Because, you know, you've got people like Patrick Stewart, who I think has the hottest British accent ever. He's the only male actor who's ever made me go, oh, yeah. Just his voice. He can say anything.
Okay,
It's good.
here's a prospect for you. Right, if Patrick Stewart, was dressed as a cowboy,
He's done that, though, hasn't he?
but if he was,
Yeah, it was awesome.
would that be good? Would that work?
Weak at the knees.
Okay.
I
Don't know what to say to that.
I would like to stress the point that I am actually straight, despite what it says on most public urinals throughout Cambridge
And and everyone's blogs.
and everyone's blogs.
Yeah.
No, I am straight, but, you know,
Mm.
I like a hot British voice as much as the next American girl.
Awesome.
Should we get back to the games?
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Manly Man.
Quite.
Okay.
Rod Ferguson,
Mhm.
been interviewed. Obviously, he's doing the rounds because the Gears of War 3 beta is
This is
starting soon.
Epic Games. This
Epic
is
Games.
this is Rod Ferguson.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's... If you listen to this show, you should know who he is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's been doing the rounds, talking obviously more about the beta that starts for people who pre-ordered, get it on the 25th
25th of April, 18th of April for everyone who's got Bulletstorm.
Nah.
You know what I say to that? Do you know what I say to that, James?
I know what you say to it, but I'm going to let you say it. anyway.
They might turn around and go, guess what? We get to play the
extra
beta
week
and
of-
you know, for an extra week, get it a week early and play. I say, yeah, but you bought Bulletstorm. Sucker.
Yeah.
No, seriously. It's whatever. I've pre-ordered Gears 3. I haven't got the Bulletstorm. I didn't buy it. We borrowed it to play it. So I'm you know, we're lucky we have friends that help us out every so often with games and stuff. But no, I never bothered buying it. I didn't see the point. And you know, I presumed at the time, obviously, everyone gets to start playing it at the same time. But yeah, you know, whatever. I'm going to be playing it on the 25th.
It's not the quantity of time that you spend on it, it's the quality.
There's a lot of really cool unlockables that you get for the final game, but I think we might have mentioned some of that already on the show, so let's not go into that. But yeah,
Anyway, he's also talked a little bit more about the Gears of War universe as a whole.
Yeah.
And he said, Gears of War 3, obviously, I think right at the beginning it was leaked that this was a planned trilogy.
Yeah.
So...
It wasn't so much leaked, it was just like Microsoft representative goes, Gears of War is going to be the first in a trilogy of games featuring
Was he a posh British
Marcus
man?
Phoenix. I don't know. I just didn't want to do my American accent again. You know, and it was literally from day one, it was like, oh, well, it's a trilogy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, he said this. He said Gears 3 will be the end of Marcus Phoenix's story. So it'll nicely wrap up and do that. But he says the door will be left open for future games.
Yeah.
So probably not in the series, because we still haven't heard anything about
Exile.
No. But
all we know is it's going to be the rumours, which are from I suppose fairly good sources, are that it's an on-rails shooter for Kinect, which reuses a lot of assets from Gears of War 2. So it might happen between Gears 2 and Gears 3, kind of thing.
Yeah,
might be kind of a prequel to Gears 3.
No.
That's not even going to be announced anytime soon.
No.
Not until Gears 3 is out, at least. I wouldn't have thought. So who knows? It could. I mean, it'd be funny if it's at E3.
Yeah.
But you know, I doubt it very much.
But you know, obviously they spent all this time in developing this universe and this story and everything. Obviously they're going to have a trilogy of 3.
I mean, there's graphic novels and all sorts. There's plans for a movie.
It's already expanded
it's kind
and everything.
Of, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there are graphic novels, there are actual novels, there's all sorts. So obviously they're going to want to leave it open for things. And I think a lot of people doing this sort of like big trilogy thing are doing that. I mean, I'm pretty sure BioWare are doing the same thing with Mass Effect. And,
I mean, the thing is, it's like there's the whole there's that planet, the struggle, all that kind of stuff, and you know, just because they wrap up the game, don't mean they can't make other games featuring other characters. And, you know what I mean? You know, you can make prequels to the original Gears of War and stuff like that. You know, there's lots of places they could go. I mean, hopefully they're a little bit more imaginative than that, but you know, we'll see.
How they can even like go off world and do other stuff and visit other planets and start other trilogies. So it's good that. Well, in some ways, it's sad that it'll be a tearful farewell to Marcus Phoenix, who is legend.
Who is legend?
Who is legend.
Got it.
But, you know, it's good that the series and the franchise will continue after he's gone.
Indeed. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I really...
Like the proverbial phoenix. Should I not have gone there?
You probably shouldn't have... No.
Do you know what?
That's probably actually the ending to Gears 3 somehow. They're gonna be all kind of...
He's gonna we beat the Locust, and guess what? He's going to burst into flames, say, I'm a bird, and fly off.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. I'll put money on that.
Prepared to lose some. Okay.
You know what? I really probably shouldn't have gotten out of bed this morning. What the hell has happened today?
I don't know. It's been a fucking weird week. Anyway, so yeah, that's cool. I mean, you know, leaving things open, you know, I think it means they're basically going to be, you know, expanding on things even more, and you know, why shouldn't they? Anyway,
yeah,
more news.
More news. Obviously, this summer, I say obviously, you might not know this, celebrates the 20th birthday of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Awesome.
Who is obviously Sega's mascot and has been for the last 20 years, even though, well, he's kind of gone a bit downhill in recent years.
Just a tad.
But obviously, being a big deal, there's going to be a game about it. And I think a little while ago there were some domains sort of trademarked and registered and all that called Sonic Generations.
Alright.
And yesterday, I think it was, Sega put up a trailer for a new game.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I keep saying basically, I hate it.
Yeah, go on.
But it depicts Sonic as we see him now, you know, with the green eyes and everything, running along, doing his hedgehoggy business.
I don't want to know about his hedgehoggy business. Dirty animal.
But yeah, he's running along and doing that, and it's all kind of artistic, you know, it's all sort of white, and then the areas which he's running on all goes into colour, and it looks very sort of old school, how the old platforms look. And you see him running side by side with the more classic representation of Sonic, how he was in like the 16-bit era.
Yeah.
Obviously not 2D and pixelated, he's obviously a 3D model, but he looks more different.
Right.
So, where are they going with that? Nobody knows. There was no gameplay, but
there's no fucking story. There's no story here, so that's not really news. But yeah, no, it's cool. There's something planned there.
Will it be good?
Probably not.
I think it's also stated that this will be a 360 and PS3 exclusive.
Yeah, right.
Which I think is...
It'll come out on the Wii, surely?
Well, no, because Wii had Sonic Colors, didn't they?
Yeah, but it had... Yeah.
And the night thing where Sonic...
Night and the ring thing.
Yeah. Explicable reason picked up a broadsword and decided, how about you?
Have at you.
Have at you.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
You blackguard.
Whoa. Okay, so, yeah. Is that it?
No.
Splinter Cell?
Yeah.
Trilogy?
How did you know? You've been reading my bits of paper upside down, haven't you?
Yeah, I can read upside down.
Splinter Cell
Despite
Trilogy.
what you might have heard.
Yeah. Splinter Cell Trilogy. I think it was supposed to be out this month, but it was put back until June.
Alright.
Obviously, it's going to be the original Splinter Cell games.
Yes.
Upscale to HD.
Yes.
There's going to be a retail release and release. Downloadable.
Yeah. Sweet.
Also news on this, a couple of bits. It's also going to have 3D support, which is interesting.
Yeah, interesting if you give a shit.
Well, no, it's the fact that 3D normally you think sort of newer games sort of developed for 3D and all that, but going back to older games and doing that, I thought.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, you know, it's just following the trend, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
For a start, it's HD. Remake. It's the thing to do these days. It's proved
there is a lot of it going around,
and why not whack some fucking 3D in there as well for good measure? Do you know what I mean? If people, you know what I mean, fuck it, go for it. You know, if it sells more copies, do it.
Yeah, and you know it'll sell copies. What might cause a little bit of upset from the die-hard fans is some of these games had like pretty strong multiplayer co-op components to them. Those will not be present.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really bad.
That is really bad. I mean, I know we complain much about multiplayer being forced in and all this and all that, but to like reissue a game and just have it completely stripped out, especially as it was a good...
I think this is some... I think this could be something... Well, I'm not going to put it in, but maybe they should have tested the waters with this and kind of just announced, oh, by the way, we're not going to do multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, it could...
And if there was a major uproar, they're like, okay, fuck it, we'll do multiplayer. Then they would have had time to work it out, but...
well, they still have times.
No.
Only April. We've got May, June, 2 months they can sort
I'm
it out.
just saying, it does seem... Maybe they're just doing it to see if they can just fucking leave it out, or if people give a shit or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just don't want to.
Or maybe they're leaving it out to sell it as a separate component, downloadable later on down the line.
Damn you, swans.
Yes.
So anyways...
That's pretty much the news.
That's the news.
It's a fairly slow week.
Yeah, a bit of a slow week, but I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
And I think people will generally agree with me that Commodore 64 is the best news.
It's a pretty good story. Yeah. So we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about this week's and next week's releases. Hello and welcome back to the Games4all podcast.
Howdy.
This way, no, don't go there. It's just too much. This week, what's come out today in the UK? Obviously, a lot of these games are already out in the US. You know, they get games Tuesdays, we get them on Fridays. It's usually how things work. But what comes out today?
Why are you asking me?
You've got to read it down.
So you can read
the
upside down.
fuck out. Read the fuck out.
Dynasty Warriors 7
On Xbox 360
and PS3. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, it's Dynasty Warriors. The games really haven't changed much. I remember playing the second one and thinking, wow, this is good. And then when the third one came out, I thought, oh, this is going to be epic.
It's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
And, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Dynasty Warriors 4, yeah. Dynasty Warriors 5, yeah.
It's getting a bit silly now.
I think I borrowed 6 first.
Why did you... I don't even know why you would do that.
No, I borrowed 6. I never actually bought it, but I did have 5. I probably
Will you be picking up 7?
No.
No.
If somebody I know buys it, I may borrow it.
Unlikely.
Just to see if anything has changed and be
Just check out some gameplay online. I'm sure people upload some gameplay. Check that out.
Okay. Also out is the movie tie-in game to Rio, the animated film about parrot that can't fly. And
There's a game in there somewhere.
Yeah. And you know, birds versus monkeys and the age-old battle.
You know, Rio, the Duran Duran song.
It's on Xbox 360, PS3, Wii, and DS.
Cool.
It's a movie tie-in game.
It will sell better on Wii and DS
Yeah.
than anything else, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who would buy this for a PS3? Really? I mean, unless that's the only console you have in your house and you got loads of kids, or you got kids. But if you've got a PS3, what are you doing making kids? Just saying. Should we be playing Black Ops or something? We did have sex and stuff.
Well, maybe there was a power cut.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh shit, the PS3's gone off.
Guess we're going to have sex now.
Yeah. Oh, octuplets. Jesus.
Okay. Fuck. What else is out?
I was talking about Back to the Future, the game earlier, made by Turtle Games. They also did a episodic adventure, Tales of Monkey Island, that was out on PlayStation Network and PC.
Yeah.
That's getting a boxed retail thing for the PC. I won't be picking it up.
No.
But I am kind of tempted to, when I have the money, get the whole package bundle on PlayStation Network.
Cool.
Because I'm enjoying my old school point and click, even though it's not point and click, but adventure style games.
Cool.
So,
All
yeah,
right.
if you don't want to bother downloading all the episodes, just pick up the box, it's there. Don't know why. You've probably been able to play it for like well over a year and a bit, or nearly 2 years, I think, in one place. But
Yeah, what else is out? I thought you were going to fall asleep then.
I'm feeling it, dude. I'm feeling it.
So, I'll take over if you like.
No.
Okay,
It's fine. I'll try and muster up some enthusiasm for the rest of the releases.
Okay. What else is out, James? Tell us what else is out. Carnival Games. In action for Kinect for Xbox 360. Or it's called Carnival Games Monkey See Monkey Do over in the States.
Monkey See Monkey.
Monkey Seaman. Carnival Games Monkey Seaman.
Monkey Seaman Kidu.
Monkey Seaman Sudoku. What the fuck?
I'm trademarking that.
What the fuck? Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. It was just rotten. Okay. Carnival Games in action, as it's called here, but in the States, it's it's called Carnival Games Monkey See, Monkey Do. Okay? Got it?
It still sounds rude.
Okay, to you, maybe. And Brunswick Pro Bowling for Connect and Move is also out today.
Connect and Move.
Or Connect and Move and Connect.
Connect and Move.
Connect and Move.
Kind of like Bust a Move, except instead of busting it, yeah.
So, anyway, what the fuck? We're also going to be talking about next week's releases, because obviously they'll be pretty much out by the time we do next week's show.
Yeah.
Although we will also mention next week. Next week, we're going to see Michael Jackson's Experience.
Oh, that's it. Just fucking shoot me.
You've already played this on the Wii, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Nearly
do you know what? When I see, I'm not going where you think I am with this, but do you know when I see Michael Jackson Experience on the Kinect? Do you know what I think?
What?
Video podcast.
Oh.
I think we should film ourselves playing it. No.
I see a possible tie-in with Lionhead's Milo.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, if you like a bit of MJ and Michael Jackson, if you like a bit of looking like a tit in your front room...
I did remember the time.
Awful. Okay.
Thank you, I'm now reliving it.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to pick this up.
Oh.
I'm going to pick that up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll put it this way. The next game on the list, which isn't actually the next game, but Mortal Kombat comes out next week as well.
Yeah.
So next Friday will be...
I see, that's
a game. That's a game. Yeah, that's a game right there.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we professed our love for Mortal Kombat, how cool that shit is, and how good this game looks.
Toasty.
We played the demo on PlayStation, and it's sweet. So looking forward to that very much. But I probably will pick up Michael Jackson Experience as well, just for a laugh, because why not? Got Connect, might as well use it. I'm actually going to pick up Carnival Games too.
Oh yeah.
In action. Not the Monkey Seaman Sudoku game, that just sounds wrong. Also out for Connect, a lot of Connect stuff coming out now. Nothing really shit hot, but just, it's good to see some stuff coming out.
Little things dribbling through.
Fantastic. What was that? I don't know. God, we need to wrap the show up. Anyway, the other release for Connect that's coming out next week is Fantastic Pets, which is basically a Connectimals rip-off, but I'm pretty sure there's a fucking unicorn in there somewhere, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to go...
See, I'm only going to be impressed if there's a narwhal.
Oh, sorry?
A narwhal. Look it up.
Okay. How's that spelled? Anyway, we haven't got time for this shit. Right. Please check out our friends over at undergroundgeeknetwork.com. They are doing some awesome shit. And, check their show out. It's awesome.
And to be quite honest, after this week's show, there's probably much better quality content in there.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening to us, if you still are. I mean, you're a fucking trooper. Please check us out. I'm just going to shit big time now. www.games4all.podcast.com. If you want to email us and tell us how shit the show's been and how we need to talk a little bit more, keep the train back on the tracks and stuff a bit more, and just be as critical as you like. Podcast@games4all.podcast.com. We're on Twitter if you want to check us out. Twitter.com/games4all, and we're on Facebook as well. Facebook.com/games4all podcast. So, thank you very much for listening. Have yourself a good weekend, and we'll be back next week with more of the same drivel.
Get in the car. Go to a bar. Light a cigar.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to be more I'm kind of going for more sort of New England.
Save some of this because we need to make it funny at the same time. For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, please check out our website, www.games4allpodcast.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/Games4all. And you can like us on Facebook, just search for Games4all podcast. Games4all is brought to you by iPage. For more affordable and greener web hosting, check out ipage.com. .com. 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 .com, 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 .com.